How's it going, my people? Back with another one. Shout out to all the new subscribers that subscribed to the channel over the last month. Appreciate you for the love and support. For those of you that are not subscribed, the analytics is showing me that a lot of you are reoccurring viewers but you're not subscribed to the channel, so remember to hit the subscribe button. So today we're going over DOVU. We're going to have a look at the DOVU chart quickly, look at the support and resistances, what's going on with the price action. So I posted on March the 2nd and I said, with DOVU listing on cracking, if we can break above the right shoulder of the head and shoulders pattern, we would invalidate the head and shoulders pattern. Until then, price target is still 0.0014 cents. So at the time DOVU was 0.005. So let's just have a look at the DOVU chart. So DOVU currently sitting at 0.00389, down minus 3.62% on the day. So we're in the weekly time frame, and if we look, we can see a head and shoulders pattern, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then we've got the neckline here, this blue line. So we've got a head and shoulders pattern, and if we take the measured move of the DOVU head and shoulders pattern, then it leads to about 0.0014. But we don't know if this pattern is going to play out now, because as we can see, on the right shoulder we broke the neckline, came down, but haven't hit the target of the measured move. We actually got bought back up. I remember around this time we was getting news of the cracking listing for DOVU, so being bought back up. We actually closed a couple weeks above the neckline, so we got bought back up, came back up, wicked up to just a bit lower than the actual right shoulder. So we haven't invalidated the right shoulder as it stands on the weekly. The weekly's closed below it, and the wick came below this wick. So as you can see, the wick came just a bit lower than that wick, so it didn't actually wick past the right shoulder. But as it stands now, we can see we've had a little sell-off in this week, in this week's candle. But I want to see, can we hold this support on the neckline? Because if we can hold support on the neckline, then we might get another shot to push up, break past this area of resistance at 0.00608, and therefore we could invalidate the right shoulder, which would be bullish, my people. So if we invalidate the right shoulder, the next target would be 0.00739. That would be the next area of resistance, and if we broke past that, then we'd be aiming for 0.01 cent. 1 cent would be the target. So those are the resistances I'm seeing on the weekly if we can hold this neckline as support. So we've got a break past 0.006, next area of resistance 0.0073, and then ultimately try and make it up to the 1 cent and past the 1 cent and past the 1 cent mark. So that's something we've got to keep an eye on. But if we break the neckline and can't hold the neckline as support, then the next support I'm seeing will be this white line at 0.00286. This white line's been quite significant. We can see that it's been resistance when we've been under it, resistance when we've been under it. But when we got over it, we came down and used it as support. So we've got to watch and see, can we hold this neckline as a support? So if we look at the RSI looks to have got a lower high in the weekly, but we haven't broke the 50 line. So what we have to watch is the RSI going to break the 50 line on the weekly? If we break the 50 line on the weekly and can't get a push up, then ultimately the head and shoulders pattern might play out and the targeted move to 0.001 might be reached. On the MACD, the same thing. We've got to see, can we have a bullish cross on the MACD, or are we going to break this zero line and confirm the bearish trend? So that's something we have to look out for, my people. If we take a look at the daily, on the daily we actually had a close above the right shoulders close, but again we didn't surpass the right shoulder wick, because it came lower. And as we can see, we've got the RSI breaking, looking like it's broken the 50 line. So we have to see, are we going to get a push back up or are we going to come back down? Also on the MACD, we've had a bearish cross. So we're looking, can we stay above the 0 line? Can we stay above this white line, the line in the sand? Or are we going to come down, have a sell-off, and to see how it's going to play out? So my people, this is just a quick video. I don't want to be, no need to be here too long. But right now we're trying to use the neckline as support. We've come under it just a bit, but we have to see if we're going to get a push back over it and use it as support to break the right shoulder, or are we going to come down here, test support, and ultimately break that and reach the target of the head and shoulders. So my people, just a quick video. DOVU, we'll keep a look at this over the next few days, next week or so, and keep you informed. But these are the levels I'm watching. Support at 0.00286. If we break that, then there's a good chance we're coming down to this 0.0014 level. Resistance 0.00608. If we break that, then we would have invalidated the head and shoulders pattern, and there's a good chance we'll come up to the 0.00739. Then the next resistance above that will be 1 cent. So my people, appreciate you all for the love and support of the channel. If you got anything out of this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video for me. I'm Solo Scrooge with the Solo News. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.